Well, folks, I actually said, what a catch! But unfortunately, we disconnected because I hit the stop button, but the phone slid off. Well, it didn't slide off. I just need to get a decent tripod again. That's all the problem is. So as I was saying, it isn't logical to think that anywhere on this planet with a moon so far away that anybody would see an inverted moon. It does not happen. We all see that come up from the east with an orange top, and we all see that as it heads off into the west with an orange top as it drops. Everybody on this planet. It's the distance involved. The only time you would expect to see an inverted photo pic live taken at the same time is if the moon is close and in between the two countries. Then you could explain the inverted moon. So there you have it, folks. Actually, this would be like that. All right. Now this takes some thinking, so please, before you comment, make sure you've thought about this properly. Don't be one of those that comments with these ridiculous remarks that just proves you do not understand the angles that are involved in seeing a reversed moon, an image, right? You will not see it because of the distance involved, right? Look, it's ridiculous to think that anybody on this here earth, as it turned over, if it was turning, it doesn't matter whether it's going that way with the eyes, the New Zealand and California, or that way, in fact, everybody is going to see that moon over there on the grass coming from the east. California will see it coming from the east, and they will see it in their southern sky, and in this case, so would New Zealand. They'd see it in their southern sky, so it would be probably like that, at that angle, not like that, like that. All right? All right, folks, that was it. It's a shame it had to get split into two. It happens, but it was a hell of a catch. I nearly lost the phone again. And remember, I highly recommend, if you have a clear shot at the night sky, half an hour time lapse times one, zoom in, ask yourself, what on earth is happening? I'm only picking out two. There was about 3 or 4 things in each 30-second time lapse, half-hour time lapse. It's amazing. And then you have your own footage of whether they be stars. Another thing, you guys think that everything you see up there, light years, the stars that you're seeing are all light years away. In fact, Proxima Centauri at 4.2 light years is the thing that's the closest, and you think it takes 4 years for its light to get here. Do the time lapse, zoom in to a quadrant, and you'll see stuff flying about. You're seeing it exactly as it is happening. There is no delay. You're not seeing delays of years and decades and centuries for light to reach us. If you can see it, you're seeing it because it is strong enough to be detected. Right, tonight, I'm hoping to stay awake to do a time lapse of the moon and see it with whatever stars it has next to it, maybe even below it or above it. All right, I don't think it's stupid. I think it's reckless. Everybody just says, No, some people have already done that. No, they probably have, and I would be very surprised if the moon is traveling at the same speed as the stars. But with such an easy exercise to be able to prove it myself, I will then at least know. And then I'll move on to the next thing. That's the only way to do things, folks. Too many liars and charlatans and too many people presuming everything has been worked out. All right, laters. Flat Earth or round Earth? Laters.